Hi guys, I hope you good since last video. So I've been trying to use Neovim. I found it very complicated. I checked some videos, but I feel like I don't get what I really want. I just want to know how to install it the quickest way, the best way ever, so that after that I can learn it step by step because everything is installed and I know where are the plugins and everything. And I need to know what are those commands, the minimal commands that I need to know in order to be able to navigate and use it, as it's not using the common commands that we all know. So in this video, I'm going to go through the installation first in the first part. The best way, I believe, is to install Neovim. And after, we are going to have a little break. And after the break, we're gonna attack the largest chunk of this video, going step by step into those commands that I believe that I needed. Okay, so if you follow along, you'll be able to have a minimal knowledge on Neovim and to be able to install this on your computer. We're using Linux here, Ubuntu. But you will see that there are some other alternatives if you have some other distributions. Please like and subscribe. And let's get started. Installation. So we have this Git repository, quickstart.nvim. So that will be the center of everything for you if you want to install it. Easily and having everything set up for you already, and you'll be able also to be introduced to Lua, the language that you can use, coding language to make your configurations. So you might need some packages that you don't have yet, like for example here grep. There are some other packages that you might need to install. So you just read through the repository and follow the instructions. It's well documented. So for example here for Debian, Ubuntu, there are some different commands here. So I can maybe copy this. But I might not even use that. Because in the repository, the main page here, see, they're showing some of the links, node fonts, init Lua. Okay, we can have special fonts if you want by turning on, so setting to true this variable, have node fonts. And there are some different configurations in how to install it, depending on your system. So not from here, we're not going to use it, but C, install recipes for additional Linux and Windows. So here we get everything in one command. I mean 3 commands. Still we have GCC, we have make, rip grep and zip. So some of those you might already have those installed in your computer, but I suggest you to run that just to make sure you have everything working and to not be coming back to the repository to find what you missed. So just install the minimal requirements. We just wait a few seconds. Okay, this is done. I've created here a folder just to play with the files. And after you have this command, you git clone the repository. And I have already installed Nvim because I was trying to play with it, but it was a bit of a headache. So that's why I come up with this video. So you find the solution to be introduced to it the best way. So this command comes from the Git repo that you've seen before, quick start. .nvim, and you'll be able to download all those configuration files. So here I have init vim. I'm just going to delete the folder, okay, because the quickstar nvim is going to be downloading everything and putting it in a nvim folder, your root directory in .conf. We got rid of it. That's all we have now. So this is fine. We're just going to use the command again. Just going to clear this to have a clean screen. We're cloning, and we're just going to check. Let's just check this config. It's a .config nvim. Should be installed in the folder nvim. Yes, and now we have everything installed. Documents, documentation, init Lua. We have the Lua folder with the plugins. So just to see a tree of how it is inside this nvim folder. We have the documentation, init Lua. That's where you will be just changing some stuff. The plugins. Okay. We can check the license. It's an MIT license. So just a normal MIT license. And you can, here you can see copy, modify. You can customize your settings. And that's why I wanted to use that, so that I have an editor with only what I need and nothing else. That's why I don't use VS Code for the moment, because auto-completion everywhere and many stuff that I don't like. But sometimes it's easier just to use it. But I just go to Nano usually, just to be simple. So sometimes while you are learning, it's better to not have those auto-completions, so that you will have to search and understand why you're doing what you're doing. So here we just type nvim, that's the command. And we type the name of the file that we want to open. Here we want it to open init.lua, we checked. See here down there on the bottom left is written. I'm just going to zoom out. Maybe I need to zoom in a little bit more here just to see how is the screen looking like. Okay, lazy dev. You can see Mason. You can see a telescope. Okay, let's have a break now. And we're gonna attack the largest chunk of this video. Open your terminal, follow along, pause the video, install it, be ready. Please like and subscribe. Let's go in. So nvim, we're just gonna call our file like a vroom vroom, like a car, but we're just gonna say vrim .vi. Now we are in. And here we're just gonna go step by step how to do what. And I'm just gonna put what I need to do, the minimal stuff that I need to know how to do it. So how to insert when you open a file. You can't just write directly like in Nano, like in any editor. You need to press I. You see down on the left, you have I now is green. That's how you can insert, you can start interacting and writing. Also to move around, how to move left, right, up and down. So you have to press those keys. H for left, down is J, up is K, and right is L. Okay, those are the keys to move. Now let's see how to append So this one I put it in, but I might not even need it. But I just put it. Press append. Press A. Just press A to append anything, and you will see that you see the down there on the left, there's an I in green. That's the insert mode. So you'll be in an insert mode when you press A. So I find it equivalent to pressing I. That's why I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. But I'm just going to use I believe. Okay, so that's the insert mode. You see it changing when I press A and I. The N is changing down on the left. Now it becomes I. Now I escape. Now I press A again and I can write. So I don't see the difference. I don't see what the difference is. So just use I. But press A is to append. Now you know. Next. I'm going to pass very quickly on those, and after we're going to be stopping on some different commands and doing those together. So how to quit? How do I quit? I open this file, but I can't just press escape. I can't do Control X. It doesn't work. So make sure you press escape. You have to press escape first. You see how it's written I down there, down on the left. So on the bottom left you have I. If you want to get rid of that, you have to press escape, and after that colon Q exclamation mark. So the colon is to enter a command, Q is to quit, exclamation mark is to not get the warning, I think. Because you can also just do colon Q if you haven't changed anything in the file. So I'm just gonna maybe write some little comments here. So here will not warn you. And here, so just say and quit. So colon Q exclamation mark will not warn you. It will just quit the file. So without any warning message. While colon Q, it won't let you quit. There will be a warning message, especially if you have unsaved changes. So if you have changed anything in the file, it will need you to confirm that you want to quit. Use the exclamation mark, then you quit. Changes are not going to be recorded, or you need to record those. You need to save those to write. That's what we're going to see next. So now we know how to move around, how to insert, how to quit. But how to quit and save? I call it quit and save, but we need to write actually. Quit and write maybe, I should have written. So make sure you have escape. I'm just going to repeat it. So you need to work from this escape mode. You just go into this escape mode. It's just a mode from which you can do the commands that I'm telling you to do after. After you do colon, W, and Q. So Q here is to quit, W is to write. Colon to enter the command, W, Q, I want to write. So I want to save whatever I've changed in this file. Q, to quit, exclamation mark. So it will be the same here. To validate it, you just go WQ, exclamation mark, but I believe that exclamation mark is to not have any warning. As I have tried, also without the exclamation mark. And it did work also. So you can use a WQ without the exclamation mark. So I could quit the file. So write in the comment section if you want to bring some precisions about that. I can go on Google or ask to ChatGPT, but let's interact a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to write a sentence here. This is a line to test command 3 points. How to come back at the beginning of the line. So this is something I need. I'm at the end of the line. You see, I can move it like that by pressing H. But I can press just one key to go back. No, not this. So I go here, up, I come back to the beginning. Here, jump back. So how did I do? So for this one, that's your homework. You need to go and search it on the internet. I have to come back and write it in the comment section. Okay. You see there's a little warning down there, this kind of warning that you can get. And here, I'm going to actually give you the answer, because you could just pause the video. So, no, not this. This is because I pressed a key. That is going to just paste what I've copied before. So, what you're going to do, you're going to press the key 0. That's the answer. You just press 0. So wherever you are in the line, if you press 0, you're going to be back to the beginning of the line. You'll see in those commands, it will be easy. And I'm not going to dig too much. For each command, you can maybe go and know all the different variants of it. Always start on the surface, and after while you're using it, the need is going to come for something more, let's say something harder to do, more complex. So how to replace a character? So I have a character, I want to replace it. Test line with error. I just write it like that, and I'm going to use those R's just to replace those. So escape. You see the N down there. I pressed N, so that's what you do with me. And after you press R, and after you write the character that you wanna place at that area. So you do the same. Escape. You go to the character. You press R, and after you change the character, it's gonna just replace it. Replace in place. So it's not gonna be shifting the sentence. It's just gonna be replacing the character. This I need it. So that's part of the list. Okay, so be in escape mode. Then use R. Okay. So the highlighted character will you'll be able to change it. Then you enter your replacement. Okay, just press R. That's what you need to know about this. Escape, you will press it every time anyway. Next, how to delete an entire line. So I need this. In Nano, I use KK. Here are, let's see, my book of 1, 2, 3, 4, and say pages. Pages, and again, more writing is always errors, as usual. So I'm just writing some text, which is a cool text, and we are going to delete entire line. You press escape first, as usual, and DD. You press D twice. Okay? That's how you delete an entire line. That's good. To delete an entire line, be on escape mode, then just go like D and D. You press D twice, like twice, like this. Okay? Just press D, D. So we are done with this deleting an entire line. So what I need to do next? I need to move a line and cut and paste it. Okay? Somewhere else. So this I will need it. How do we do that? So let's write some sentences. I have one line here, which is the last line. I have another line here, which is the first line. I have a line which is in the middle. How are we going to move those lines to put them in the right order? Okay, we're still in a... So escape, press escape first. This is done. We can move around. Everything is highlighted. That's how you know you have pressed escape. And after DD, DD is to delete. Why did you delete? But that's what you do. And after you press P. So you place your cursor in a line. You press P on the DD line, the line that you had cut, you had deleted somewhere. It's going to be pasted just under. And this is going to be shifting the lines, as you can see here. So I'm just repeating it. I do DD, P, DD, P, and I just move to the right place. Very good with that. Let's just write a little comment about it. So for this one, you just think, do not forget it the other way around to the last scandal in the United States. So you go like DDP. Okay? So be on escape mode, then use DD to cut the line and use P just to paste it. Paste the line. I don't know if I need to precise, but it's going to be, let's precise. It will paste it. It's okay. I forgot the E, but it's okay. It will paste it in the line under your cursor position. Okay. So now we know how to move this line. So it will make a space to fit your line. So it's going to be shifting the text, this one. Okay. It's not like a replace. So this is clear now. Let me just do another one here. Level 1, level 2. I'm going to make it short. It's not going to be long. But just get used to it. Level 1.1. Escape. Now it's highlighted. DD. Now we move to level 1 because we want to be printed under. And P to paste it just under. Okay. 42, 43. And 42, 43, 44. You see the lines. After you can just go like crazy, PPPP, and it's going to be pasting it again and again. Okay? We're good with that. So next, what we need to learn. What I need to use, actually. How to reverse changes. So this I need it. As you can see, there are some errors happening, typos everywhere. So how to reverse changes and recover back. So how to go back and forth. I did this, I did that. So that's just the example. You will be following along with your terminal. But then I did that, but etc. So you press escape, it's highlighted. You press U, you see, and you press Ctrl R. So that's how you're going to play with it. U, Ctrl R. Okay. After you write something else, U, Ctrl R. Just to play with that. U, Ctrl R, U, Ctrl R. So U is to go back, to reverse the changes. It's going to be just going back. And Ctrl R to come back to what was initially, the latest version. So you'll be in escape mode. I hope that you have understood that you need to be in escape mode now. Then you press U to reverse. What do I mean by reverse? Just to go in back, what you did before. So I did something before. I don't want this version. Let's just go back to the previous version of what I've written. And you just go back. Or you press Ctrl R. Okay. Oh, I went back using U, but actually what I've done before was alright. So let's recover it. Let's go back to that. And you go Ctrl R. To recover back what was reverted. Don't know how to say it, but it's something like that. You've seen it, play with it, and you'll understand it the best. So go back past state. So I'm just going to talk about state. And here what I mean is the most forward, I don't know how to say it. What was coming after. So going to last state, something like that. The last forward state. Most updated state. Okay, just you press U Control R. Now, what I needed is how to delete a word. I don't want to delete the whole sentence. I just want to get rid of this word. I have a sentence with this word, and this one here, and this one there, but I don't like to have all those words. I want to delete some of those. Escape, highlight the sentence. I mean, it's in highlighting the characters now. Let me get my mouse back. Okay. And now, so actually you don't need any mouse for that. That's why we're using all those commands. So here I could just have pressed 0 to go back to the top, right? Press CE. And you just place your cursor at the beginning of the word and you press CE. Okay? You escape. You navigate to another word. Let's go to the one with the apostrophe here, don't, and you press CE. C and E. Not together, you can press C and after E. Okay. Let's go here. CE. And you can straight away write, because you see down on the left, it's in the insert mode. And after you escape, so you just play with it like that. You go CE, placing your cursor at the beginning of the word. You'll be able to get rid of the word. So that's the answer, CE. How to delete a word. And after here I go just from the beginning to the end, 0, DD. I get rid of it. Be in escape mode and use CE. That's the big secret behind how to delete a word. Placing the cursor at the beginning of the word. Okay. You are in, just wanna say that we are in insert mode, as you can see. So after having pressed CE, you can write straight away after that. So if you want to correct a word, or I don't know, maybe you prefer to use another one, a synonym of it. So you can write or just press escape to go back and do something else. So here, CE, that's the lesson for this one. We are good with that. So, a little bit more interesting here. What I needed to do, I also need to search. Very important. Dash. So /. You press escape. That's not the one I want to use. I want to press escape, and after press /, and you see down there is a C and you have the /. So then you tap the word that you need to find. How? And you press N to navigate. That's cool. Now I pressed escape, but you can see here 30. When you press N, it's going downward. So your search is just going to be going downward. When you press capital N, which is the other one, you see here the number 36. And we're going to go upward. Okay? And you see the question mark. Okay, it's just passed, but you can also use question mark directly if you want to search upward instead of the /. So, be in escape mode, then use / with the word that you are searching for, like / and your word. You can use question mark to search upward. But just use / and then press N or capital N or lowercase n. Okay? So Shift N for the capital N. Next, what I need to learn. I need to know how I can access the shell. It would be cool to be able to access the shell from the file I'm editing at the moment. So how can I access the shell from Neovim? You press escape, and after you press question mark, and after that you can just tap any shell command. Here we are tapping ls, and we're going to the configurations, for example, to see what is in this Vim folder. And you have auto completion also with tabulation. You can see here. So you can have the output like that. You can just access the shell, tap some commands, work with the shell while you're working in your file. That's when it becomes interesting. I can't do that using Nano, for example. So just be in escape mode. Then use $! On your shell command. Alright? It's not hard. This one I needed it. And I believe it can be helpful for you. So it will be part of the list. So just press : and the question mark. Next, what I needed to know about this. So this installation of this quick start and Vim has helped me a lot, because I could just now focus on learning Neovim instead of learning how to configure Neovim, which should come after. So how to copy all the file contents to the one you are writing in. Escape, : So I quit using WQ. I'm gonna write a message in a file, but you know what? I'm not gonna do it like that. No. Let's delete this. We're gonna do everything from our Neovim, as now we know how to use the shell from this file. we're going to do everything from this file. So we want to use colon, exclamation mark. Now we have access to the shell, echo. We're going to write to a file. This is coming from another file. Okay, we write it to a file that we're going to write copy test.vi. We have written to the file. Good. Now, how are we gonna copy it and paste it here? Colon, question mark, cat. We just cat the file to check if the message is in. Cool. The message has been written. So this is validated. The previous command was right. We press escape. Now it's time to follow along. You press colon R on the name of the file. And you're going to get the content of the file being copied to the file you're working in. Isn't that cool? So this one, I really liked it. So I'm going to be using it now. So this is also opening the doors in using text editors in another way. Just in a custom way that you like. That you don't need. You can create your own rules. That's what is interesting with this. But before anything else, before doing those configurations and making your own rules, you need to know how to use it. And that's what we're doing through this video. Okay, press escape and after colon R on the file name. This is the way to copy other file content to the one you are working on. Let's put here a dash. So just press colon R on the file name. So what do I need next? There's plenty of commands. Just those are my picks. Those that I need. How to open a new line. So this can be interesting also. This is a line. This is another line. So you just press escape. Press your cursor and you press O. When you press O, escape O, escape O, you're just getting a new line coming under. It's going one line under. How do I get one line above? I press escape and I press capital O. So you just go shift O. O, shift O, O, shift O. Okay, one line under, one line above. Escape. Press any number, and after you press O. So you can add also, if you want to add 50 lines, 10 lines, 3 lines, you press escape, you press the number that you want, how many lines you want, and after you press lowercase o, or you press shift O to get this uppercase O in order to put those lines. Okay, escape, lowercase to get the line under, uppercase to get it above. So uppercase is shift O, and you can also use number of line O and escape. Okay, so here I used it, for example, because I needed 10 lines more. Now, what are we going to learn? How to replace a character I don't know if I've done this already or not. Or maybe this is another way. I do escape. I press capital R. And you see here, we're in the replace mode. So here we're activating the replace mode. Escape, capital R, so shift R. and we'll be able to replace the character. So be in escape, press capital R, and you'll see down there that you're in the replace mode and you enter the character. Okay, add the cursor to replace it. It's an in-place replacement. I think that's just another way to do it, and I've shown it before. So here we are going to play a little bit. So I'm going to open it in a bigger screen so you can see everything. I'm going to zoom out. We're going to be splitting the screen. So you're going to be following along. Ctrl W, and after you press V. So this is vertical split. Ctrl W S, horizontal split. You can see here the cursor. You see? That's where we are. Ctrl W and Ctrl W again to move from one window to another. This is just going to go around. I did it again. You can also use, so here I just did the Ctrl W, Ctrl W, Ctrl W, V. So we can also do a vertical split of the terminal in which we are. So it's going to do a smaller one. Ctrl W, H. H is to move left. Ctrl W, K is to move up. So you see we are in the upper terminal. Ctrl W, S, we have splitted it horizontally. Ctrl W, J, Ctrl W, H. So we have moved down and left. Ctrl W, S, we have splitted it. Ctrl W, V. So now vertically twice. Ctrl W, V, so it's twice. Ctrl W, L is to go right. We went right twice. Ctrl W, H is to go left. Ctrl W together and H. Okay, this is to go left. Ctrl W, K, and we go up. Okay, Ctrl W, L, or Ctrl W to go to the next one. Ctrl W, J to go to the next one. Ctrl W, K to go back to the upper one. Ctrl W, Q to close this terminal, to quit. Ctrl W, Q, I'm going to do many of those until we get our initial terminal. Okay, so now you are an expert in splitting. You don't need 1 hour to learn that. Just need to go back and do it again. That's right here in the comments. How to split screen and to move around. Be in escape mode. Ctrl W together after you release it and after you press V for vertical split. Ctrl W together. After you release it, you press S, horizontal split. Okay? So Ctrl W will be always together. If you do it twice, you press your release, you're going to be moving around the different terminals, screens. Or you can use Ctrl W and any direction. Okay? Left, down, up, and right, corresponding to those letters, H, J, K, L. Ctrl W, Q is to close the terminal split. Press Ctrl W, Shift plus. Hit a smile. Ctrl minus. Okay, Ctrl W, Shift plus to come back here. Now we're good. So this is what I needed. That might be our last command. I think with that we can survive. I believe so. So here, how to zoom. So there's a double O zoom. There's a typo here, it's okay. Control Shift plus, Control, use just the minus. So this is all I need for the moment. Hope that you will survive in Neovim and that this has helped you a bit. You can use also :tutor and follow the tutorials and create your own cheat sheet and get what you need. So as we say in Japan, gambatte, gambatte ne. So good luck with that. Hope that you like this video and that has cleared a bit and helped you to install Neovim in an easy way, and help you also to have the minimal comments. That's the minimal comments that I needed. Hope that you could get anything from that. Use the tutor, follow the tutorials, or just search any cheat sheet online, just to search for what you need to do specifically. After that, what is interesting is to learn Lua, the language, to be able to code functions and configurations, and have those, for example, just shortcuts from your keyboard that will just maybe execute a function, which is very interesting. Hope that you liked this video. I'm going to stop here. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.